Hey guys, in today's video I'll be going through an average of 5 example solve. I have recorded 5 solves and we will analyze each one, talking about inspection, F12 decisions and overall execution. The scrambles and solutions will be in the description. The scrambles will also be on the screen. Hopefully you learn something out of this. Let's start with solve number 1. Okay, starting with solve number 1. I chose to do white here. I saw that these cross pieces can go in like this, and there is also this pair, so I did an L2, inserted this, and I also saw that this pair will end up here after I do the cross solution. So L2, insert the pair, then R prime U R prime, and instead of doing F and then rotating, I decided to rotate and cancel into this pair. So R2 U2 R prime U prime RU R prime, and then I saw this pair. I was looking ahead to this pair, so I rotated and I did RU prime R prime, then this case this U prime, then S R prime S prime, and then I saw this pair. So ZBLS is just doing it 2gen because there is already a cross on top, so the edges will not get affected. So like that, and ZBLL, which is RU2 R prime U2, then back anti soon, then inserting this pair. Let's move on to solve number 2. So this is solve number 2, and I again chose to go with white cross. I saw this block and I decided to make an edge cross with it, so using this edge, and I saw that my cross solution was F prime R prime F2, then inserting this, then D, and then inserting this blue edge in here. So F prime R prime will put this corner here, and then F2 will put it there, and the white sticker will be here, and then LU L prime will be to insert this edge, which will not affect the position of this corner when it is here, and then D, and then inserting this edge in a way that it doesn't affect the corner. After I do a D, the corner will end up here with the white sticker on the bottom, and you're doing U prime and then inserting the blue edge, it will not affect the corner, and this edge will be I think there it will be there. The edge will not be affected. So F prime R prime F2, L U L prime, then D U prime, then insert, and as predicted these two are here. Since the edges the side colors match, this edge is oriented, so we need not rotate. So U prime R prime U, then a U2 insert, and I saw this pair, so did a U2 rotated, then RU2 R2 prime R, and again here all the edges are oriented, so doing a 2gen will just give an ZBLL and this ZBLL. Let's move on to the third solve. So this is the third scramble. I did white, so putting these two relative to each other, it actually creates this pair. So, and then I also saw that this corner will get attached with this edge. So R prime F prime, then D R2, this edge will end up here. So L F prime L prime, then D U prime, then inserting this edge, and I saw this pair. So if I do a D prime, I have to rotate and then solve it. So instead I did a wide U prime, and I now have this pair. So I can solve like this, and then this ZBLS, which is actually very easy, just setting up, and then RU to R prime and sledge, and then this ZBLL with this corner pattern, which is opposites, and then there is one pair of opposites here and no other pattern. This goes like prime U prime R prime D prime, RU R prime D, then cancelling into soon. Let's move on to the fourth solve. Okay, so this is the fourth scramble, and I did white again, and the cross pieces are here, here and here, and I did this white, red, green as my first pair. So did R B prime, which puts these two here, and then U prime F prime, and then D R prime F, and I predicted these two, so D prime U, and I was tracking this pair, the back, so RU prime R2 UR. Actually the better solution would have been to do these two first, but since I was tracking this pair, I decided to do this like this, and then I have these two. I could have done it like this and gone into this ZBLL, but instead I just decided to keyhole this. And then right here I saw that it was this case which I didn't know the ZBLS for, so I decided to rotate, and I realized that this should just give one of the line cases. This corner will be oriented, so line cases with one corner oriented are usually not a really bad set. So there are some really good cases as well. So I did this, and right here I realized that it was this case, so I did U2, and then here I realized it was an A perm, so I did U and then rotated and solved it. So it's the final solve, and I did yellow here. So these are my cross pieces here and here. So I also saw that when I did my cross solution, this edge will get solved, so I tracked the corner and I inserted it. Here I could have went for a double edge cross like this, but I didn't track that edge. I was actually tracking this pair, so I did D and U2, then solve this, and then from this position I can see that there is only one red edge here, and since it is not the edge of this corner, so I realized it would be here, and I just peeked a little and I saw that this edge was oriented, so I rotated, and here there is actually a nice multi-slot you can do, pairing like this and inserting, but I decided to do a D prime and then insert here and D, and then go into this ZBLS, which goes like this, cancelled into this, and then this is the opposite of the case which we got on one of our solves. So And that is it. Thank you all for watching. Hope you learned something out of this. See you in the next one.